Hey there, and welcome to another episode of 773 Shy Guy. Um, it is mid April. We are in this lockdown, coronavirus, COVID-19 epidemic, which kind of sucks. Working from home, people have been posting on Facebook. Um, Family members have passed away. I know of people who've actually had it, experienced it, and seems like they're doing a lot better. But we're gonna get to this new episode. I wear my running group hoodie, Midway Mile Chasers. But anyways, we're gonna get into this new episode. It's gonna be gonna rewind a little bit and talk about myself as a little child, growing up, the curiosity of the male form, as well as a female form. I remember as a little kid watching, like I said, videos on TV, usually the novelas or Spanish stations, and seeing half or bodies, either or, male and female, and I wanted to see more than what the TV would show. I remember my earliest movie that I'd watched, or one of the earliest movies that I had remember watching was The Blue Lagoon. Watching both the guy and the girl swimming the beach, the nudity, and again just being very, very curious as to the body. Wanting, again, seeing more than what the TV showed us. Oops. um, I remember going to Keymark, which was one of the stores that we would frequent often, and running into the male or the men's section, running to the men's underwear section, walking by and kind of peeking at the packages of the men underwear as they were all almost naked, but again, it was just that curiosity. And then again, walking into the women's section and looking at the packages of underwear or bras where women were a lot more clothed, but again, just that sexual curiosity. And of course, as years progressed, I was comfortable since I had to buy underwear for myself, but I didn't see the packages like that anymore. Remember as well, my parents would take us to the beach, and we would have to change in the changing room or the beach room, whatever they're called, the lockers, and wanting to look, but not being too obvious. So I guess as a young kid, I knew nudity in general was just a curiosity. But again, I guess it's just part of nature, being curious. Maybe not everybody was curious, but I was. The few people that I've actually talked to, they've also stated their curiosity in the locker rooms or the beach or such. I do. As a young child, I had female cousins, and whenever we go to their house, we would play. We, meaning my brother and I, would play with my cousin's Barbies, since those were the only toys that she had. And we would comb their hair, change their outfits. One of them had this 3-level penthouse with the elevator, and yeah, we would play with her and her Barbies. But growing up, getting older, we never stated that to anybody. But again, maybe it's just part of growing up, not not the curiosity of the male, or being more in touch with that feminine side. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't. Um, Remember also when I would go to elementary school, I would take the bus. Um, we would get there early, and instead of playing with the boys, the football, the basketball, which I didn't like either or back then. I was not a fan, nor could I play well. So I didn't play. I didn't play football nor basketball with the boys. I played double dutch or jump rope with the girls, or would just chill out and talk. But it was tag or not basketball or football. Yeah, I would play. Or if it was volleyball or if it was baseball, yeah, I would play because those are sports that I actually enjoyed. I'm trying to think of other stories growing up. Um, I was a mama's boy growing up, but I've met other straight males that were also mama's boy. But again, it maybe, I don't know, that didn't incline my curiosity. My dad was around all the time. He was just your typical Latino macho Mexican man. I don't say macho, he wasn't macho, but he was impatient. So and he still is. So whenever we or whenever he needed help and we weren't able to help him, or we didn't understand, he just get impatient and frustrated, walk away. I really didn't have a good bonding relationship with my father. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just him, his upbringing, him being impatient, frustrated. But there's a lot of things that I missed out, or that didn't experience with my father, such as playing sports, fixing cars, or maintaining the upkeep of a car, aside from your basic gas, filling up the gas, or cleaning the windows, or washing a car. But other than that, like I said, he was around. Just I was different. I didn't wanna play basketball, as both my parents were big basketball fanatics, and they both played in high school. That was just, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stay in and play cars, or play with my friends, of course, or garden. I grew up enjoying the garden. Um, my my friends in the neighborhood were all boys. Some of them I still keep in contact. Some of them, we move on. We lost contact. But I did play street football, basketball, baseball. We rollerbladed. We rode bikes. In the neighborhood. I didn't really play with the girls. I played with the boys. Did boy things. So I did have a normal boy upbringing, or what is the word? But I did have a normal boy childhood. Just a little bit here and there was a little bit different. I think once I got into more 6th and 7th grade, is when the boys in elementary school would start making fun of me, start calling me names. I was given the name, or one kid would call me re-gay. They would say, "Oh, you're gay," or this and that. And you know what? I ignored it. I learned to ignore it through my childhood, going through high school as well. That person went to the high school where I went and started telling others, hey, this is what I used to call Renee is reggae, and I've had people in high school say, hey, is this your nickname? And I'm like, no, you know. Had a cousin who eventually apologized after years, called me Rejoto, which is the same as reggae. Did it hurt that people called me names? Of course. Was bullied a little bit, not severely. A lot of the boys were good friends of mine. But, I think it made me the person I am. I tended to ignore it after a while. I know it I don't know what the trigger was, as a young child, being curious. I just wanted to see the male form. I also remembered, I again don't remember the age I was or the year. I had drew something, I believe it was at home. It was a male and a female. And I drew body parts. My mom saw it. I got in trouble. I didn't get a spanking, but she asked, "What is this?" And I told her, "It's pockets. It's a zipper. It's not nothing else." But looking at my mom's face and remembering the face, she knew exactly what I was drawing. It wasn't a zipper or pockets. And I remember one of my friends, which we still talk. She somehow heard another girl, which was a sister of one of my best friends, or one of my childhood friends, best friends, I guess, growing up. They both pulled out, I think it was like a Montgomery Ward or Sears magazine, and would also draw nipples and body parts in a newspaper, not magazine, sorry. And it's funny. It's because it's usually a boy thing, but it was funny. So looking back, up to say this is up to 8th grade. One of the choices that I made growing up was something that made me comfortable with myself. From what I played with, He-Man's, Thundercats, Voltron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't seek out Barbies. I didn't seek out getting my nails done or anything like that. Music, a little bit more different. Madonna, Janet Jackson, of course. But then also I like a lot of other music. Growing up with my parents was Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, rock, Spanish rock. So, I guess certain things did signal that I was gay, because back then it was either you're gay or straight. It wasn't all these different categories of sexuality. I knew at a young age what I was curious with. Some people say that as a young kid you don't know your sexuality. You don't know what you're into. I knew. I must have been 5, 6, but I knew that I was into, or I was curious about a man, being with the man, the male body. Reading different books, going through puberty, helped me understand a little bit more of myself. But it didn't make me come out. It didn't make me label myself as I wanted still to. Not to say I wanted to, but I still wanted just to be me, I know there's a lot to say. Sometimes it's just hard to jot it down and say it. Um, there's more. I don't want to get into high school yet or college. Um, but you know, there's a lot of what I see now in me or memories that give like a little light bulb saying, "Hey, yeah, you're not straight," you know. Um, and it's all right. I guess growing up, that's all I said was, "It's me. I'm okay." Um, yeah. Gonna leave it there. Um, well, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Um, hope your health is well, especially in this situation. Um, as I've said, don't forget to like it, comment, share it. Another video coming up soon. Looking forward to this. A little bit different. It's gonna be magical. um, but yeah, have a great one.